Watching this new show from Max called The Pit is radicalizing my Republican family members. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying that this is a new take on a medical drama, but here's why I think it's having such a profound impact on people and my more conservative family members that may have not been able to have these conversations or understand the significance of these things that are changing in our culture and how it impacts healthcare workers. So the reason why this is a new concept for a show is because it's not just a medical drama, but it's a medical drama with one season that has 15 episodes, and it takes place over one 15-hour shift, essentially. Each episode is a different hour. And throughout these episodes, they are tackling such incredibly intense, dark, scary issues that healthcare workers are facing on a daily basis. And it's tackling these conversations in what I would say is a very palatable way for a more conservative audience that they may not have been able to understand just on its surface. They're tackling things like mass shootings, the abuse of healthcare workers, negligent parenting, opioid epidemic, fentanyl overdoses, abusive relationships, human trafficking, reproductive rights. And it's not just that you're seeing these stories play out and what seems like the worst shift anyone could ever have in an ER, but very much I think what feels like in real time, you're seeing how it affects healthcare workers, not just for doctors, but for nurses and the whole healthcare system. The fact that my entire family is watching this show and then recommending to all of my relatives and their friends to watch it as well is fascinating to me. Noah Wyle himself had said, he came originally, he was most known for doing a show called ER, one of the most popular medical dramas of all time. And he had no plans to return to medical dramas until the pandemic, and all of a sudden there was a new story to tell. So some of the original people involved in ER came to him with this new script and this new way of telling the story. And he said the reason why this was such an important story to tell is because it teaches people to have grace and empathy for healthcare workers, something that with the pandemic and everything since has been lost on many people. So if you need something new to watch, it's on Max, and it truly, I think, is telling so many stories that couldn't be more relevant than they are today.